I'm Veronica.
And I'm Logan.
And we're Outdoor Cap.
And today we're going to get into all of the trends for our 2025 market guide, autumn and winter.
Before we dive into it, I just want to say thank you to all of our designers and product team and everybody that had a hand in creating this market guide. We really take our title of the headwear expert seriously to bring you all of the latest and greatest in headwear trends.
Yep. All right, let's get into it. So first we're going to touch on color. There's a lot of fun color that we want to talk about this season specifically. The first one is what we call quote unquote transformative teal. It is really fun for the holidays. You know, normally we see reds and greens, but we're actually going to see this kind of popping and trickling through the holiday season, which is really fun.
And we'll see it everywhere, but you know, every holiday kind of has a look and feel, and seeing that kind of teal color versus that traditional green is going to be really exciting.
Totally.
So everyone's asking, I know you want to know, what are the trending neutrals? We've got that for you. So wax paper is going to be our light neutral. And as you can see on Miss Logan's hat over here, that wax paper crown with that colored bill is in movies. It's on the sidelines for games. It's everywhere. So wax paper is going to be that main light color. Cocoa brown is going to be your other neutral. You know, we have a lot of those blacks and navies that kind of stick around forever, but cocoa brown is going to be your other trending neutral that you're seeing this season.
Absolutely. We love our neutrals.
Yeah.
But to add in another color pop, we are hearing Pantone 7664, which is a purple, is really coming into play this season. It actually is the color of the year, so it has come with intention and has no reason on going anywhere anytime soon.
We love a fall purple. So the last accent color is going to be green glow. And this is something you're going to be seeing in decoration techniques. You're going to be seeing it in the mesh. You're going to be seeing it in the stitching on the patches. Just anywhere that you could add a pop, it's that surprising element. So color isn't the whole story. Let's dive into decoration techniques.
Absolutely. So there's two that we really want to hit on this market guide trend. First one is vintage. We love a good nostalgic moment. A lot of our decorations, the techniques just speak vintage really well. And the second one that we really want to touch on is the embroidery. We love what we call scrambled eggs over here in the world of fashion. And if you don't know what that is, go ahead and take a look at Miss Veronica's hat, for example. You're going to see it trending on the bills and visors of caps.
Definitely. So Outdoor Cap is offering more decoration options than ever at great prices, very competitive prices. And, you know, we pride ourselves on being able to meet your customer where they are. So we're going to be able to offer anything that they're looking for.
Absolutely. And I'm going to go ahead and ask you a question that I think our viewers are probably wondering. What's one decoration style or technique that you would recommend them try? Just something that they haven't, maybe it's not on their radar. What's one thing that you would recommend?
I think that's a great question. And while we have a lot of new decoration techniques, what I would say is go back to embroidery. Go back and look at, you know, some of that nostalgic embroidery that has been done. And we are offering so many other embroidery options like chain stitch or 3D.
Right.
And there are just so many ways to elevate embroidery that we may not necessarily be thinking about.
Absolutely.
Isn't it wild how a category can really bleed and take over fashion?
Yes, and one of those being Western, so let's get into it.
We're seeing Southwestern prints, flat visors, 5 panels, ropes, embroidery, I know you're shocked, and desert graphics. And the interesting thing about desert graphics is they're getting very specific. We see Western graphics in this category every year, but the desert graphic specificity is so interesting because we're seeing cactus, we're seeing vast wasteland, you know, less cowboy, more desert.
Yes, and since you brought up cowboy, that's really extreme, right? When our customers think Western, some of them might think that all the way Western is, you know, cowboy boots, hats, rodeos. It's not that extreme. It doesn't always have to be. And so I think, you know, we're talking about these trends. Our hats here are a really good example of how, you know, the media has now put this in mainstream fashion, and it can be more subtle in ways as shown here. Think like denim, ropes, woody textures, leather, all of those really fun aspects.
This is something you can sell to your customers that they may not realize is for them.
Absolutely.
And it's a vast breadth of end users that wear them. So let's dive into outdoor rec. People are getting outside, it's fall, it's nicer weather. We live in Bentonville, so there are bikes everywhere. We're seeing simplified graphics, pre-curved visors, and camper shapes.
Yep, which we love. And to top it off, we do have color blocking and pastels to throw in, which is super fun.
Yeah, color blocking, you know, Logan's wearing a great color blocked hat right now, but we're also seeing that individual panel in the color blocking, which really makes sense for this category. So pastels, how interesting.
Right, yeah, you heard that right. So this is not a typical thing that you're finding in the later seasons, fall, winter. Normally you're gonna see colors pop in spring and summer. So to dive into that, I actually took a class in undergrad where I studied fashion and apparel, and I learned the connection between color and emotions. People are accepting this new trend to find these brighter colors in fall and winter because they want to feel something happy, light, and upbeat in a season where it's typically darker.
So we're still seeing those trending colors. We're
Yep.
still seeing the woody neutrals that typically we see in the outdoor rec space,
Yep.
just a little lighter.
Yeah.
Let's talk about workwear and hunting.
Yes, let's.
We are seeing leather patches. We're seeing canvas
Mhm.
with direct embroidery. See, direct embroidery, I told you it was gonna be in every segment. We're also seeing full mesh crowns, which is really interesting, and bold pops of color.
Absolutely. And you'll see one more hidden gem on the table is camo. We are obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm pretty sure everyone else is. This is one that we're really proud of because of our licensed camo that we get to carry and provide. Camo actually is fun to talk about because it's a perfect example from function to fashion. It was created to camouflage hunters, and now it hit the runway, and it is just a fashion forward trend in all aspects. You're seeing it everywhere. You're seeing it in clothes. You're seeing it on digital ads. You're seeing it on phone case. Like,
Everywhere.
what?
It's everywhere. Yeah. I think the difference now with camo is it is this cultural movement. It, you know, harkens all the way back to Beyonce's album a couple years ago, and it just has kind of taken over and been this long-standing trend, movement.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's been this long-standing movement. And deep dive on the Outdoor Cat blog on more of this if you guys want to hear more about camo. And it's something that we're going to look back on in 10 years and have nostalgia about.
Right.
You know it is.
And I'm here for it.
Yes, absolutely. And the last part of workwear is Americana. We're not shocked that Americana is huge in workwear. It is in the decoration, it's in the mesh, it's everywhere. So,
yep, super fun.
yeah.
Well, you heard it here. That's your look into the 2025 market guide.
Stay ahead and help your customers' brand shine.
Don't forget where you get your headwear expertise, the Headwear Experts.
Stay tuned for more.
Bye.